Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you guys are doing well. So today, listen, I am trying to look like a box of Fruity Pebbles. That's all. And I am going to make that happen. Okay, so I have my brows done already and I did prime my face with some oil, which I'm pretty sure got in my eye. So that's fun. I'm gonna go in with a combination of the LA Girl Luminous Glow and the Wet n Wild Dewy Photo Focus Foundation. Whenever I edit my videos, I notice how intense I'm just like pouncing the sponge into my face. And I always tell myself I'm gonna be more gentle, but I can't. I don't know. It's such a bad habit of mine. For concealer, I'm gonna use two that are pretty full coverage just because I am most likely going to be applying blue tones on my eyes, and typically when I do that I like to make sure that everything is concealed nicely. I'm going to begin with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C7. This has a bit of a pinkier undertone, but I'm only going to apply this to selected areas. Then going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade 125. This is more of a true color to my skin tone and something that I would typically gravitate towards for concealing. Then to set the center of my face, I'm going to go in with the Beauty Bakery Flower Powder in the shade Oat. I'm taking the Alamar Complexion Trio to bronze and contour my face. I'm not applying a lot of pressure. I'm really just letting the brush apply the product. Since I didn't add powder to the perimeters of my face, I'm gonna go back in with the sponge I used to apply my foundation and just clean up right underneath my cheekbone. It just gives like a very nice and subtle definition to the face. I'm really trying to use less and less powder just because I notice, especially right now, my skin is just in shambles. Like one day it's super dry, the other day it's oily. I don't know what is happening, but powder specifically has just not been looking like the absolute greatest on my skin. So I've been trying to figure out ways where I can still get everything that I want in makeup, but with subtracting as much powder as I possibly can, because I know that all those layers of powder is going to appear even cakier. And something I really try to focus on is making sure that the makeup I am filming looks good both in person and on camera. Anyway, just a little thing for you. This is the Precious Petals highlight from Wet n Wild. And I'm gonna apply this to the usual areas. So it's tops of the cheekbones for me. And then I go to the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and on my chin. These are just the areas that I typically like to highlight. For a blush, I'm taking this one from LA Girl. It's in the shade Just Natural. All right, now let's move on to eyes. So let me go ahead and zoom you in because I always forget. For my eyes, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. eye primer in the shade Sheer. I'll be working from the Raw Beauty Kristi and ColourPop collaboration. This is the At Foresight eyeshadow palette, and this is just incredible. Like the layout of the palette in itself, the colors are beautiful, and it's just that perfect introduction for someone who wants to play around with colors but is still a little afraid, because you have such a nice variety in here, but they're still muted. So I'm a really big fan of this. I love it. So yeah, we're gonna go in with this. So yeah. To start off, I'm taking the color Chanterelle throughout the crease. I'm adding a bit of Puffball to the base of that yellow. So I'm going to take the shade Emerald City and apply this to the outer corner of my eye and then blend it inward. I want like a different brush. So I'm carving out the first half of my eyelid with the same eye primer that I had used because I'm gonna apply a shimmer onto here. I want this base to be nice and evened out. I sprayed my brush just to allow for the shimmer to appear a bit more foiled. So I'm taking the shade Evergreen and I'm going to fill in this space that we had cleaned up. To get a gradual fade between the shimmer we placed and this teal color, I'm gonna take the shade Fiddlehead. Because I didn't go in with excessive powder, I'm able to grab a little bit of concealer and clean up the ends of the eyeshadow without it appearing super blotchy. I'm adding a bit more of Puffball to the top of the crease because I want to allow for a bit more of a gradient. I think I want to add a bit of the shade West Coast, which is just a pure gold, to just like this little inner corner right here. And I'm kind of gonna outline this shape we have. Wow, that looks so cool. All right, for the lower lash line, I am gonna go now into like the purples and mauves and all of that. Let's smoke out Amanita. Amanita. It's the purple, like grape tone in the palette. And yeah, I'm just gonna smoke it out. God, I'm using so many brushes in this makeup look. All right, I'm taking a bit of Homegrown and Let It Rain, applying this just on the outer corner, extremely close to my lash line. I'm taking a bit of a black eyeliner to my waterline and to tightline. All right, then for lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and curl them. And adding some of the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara. I am going to apply some lashes and I will be right back. All right, lashes are on. These are the Ardell Extension FX. For my lips, I will be outlining them with the Urban Decay 24/7 liner. This is in the shade Insanity. I think I'm gonna fill my lips in with this too. All right, well, this is my Fruity Pebble looking eye. I said I would do it and I did. That's it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care of yourselves and I will see you in another one. Bye. Let's begin. Yeah. Go early a bit. Kiss. My nose is so runny. Oh, my foot. It has fallen asleep. Good night. What is this? I look like a bird from that angle.